Mr. Fritter, look at me. Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer?
No, sir, but I'm sure that Bubba and Tyrone the third leg will teach him properly when he gets inside. Good morning and happy Black Friday there, Roughnecks. And in this one, we have a individual who is standing before Judge Fleischer and outside of Houston, Texas. And he is going to learn a very, very valuable lesson today about why you don't beat women. Enjoy, folks.
On or about September 19, 2024, an officer conducted a follow-up in regards to an assault on a family case. Upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness, who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18, 2024, by sending her videos, voicemails, and text messages containing horrible remarks, approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?" and calling her various names. Additionally, the complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you."
No means no.
Freaking disgusting, man. That sounds exactly like the same story told to us by I don't even know how many of Dumbwaiter's exes at this point. No means no. Chris Rock couldn't have said it any better than he did.
I see that he has also picked up a felony assault against his complaining witness as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened in that? And I'm assuming it's the same date as this one. So I'm assuming it's out of the same transaction.
I'm not sure. So it says that I don't believe so. It says that on September 18th in Harris County, officers were dispatched to an assault. The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet. The defendant punched the complaining witness with a closed fist on her foot twice on her right thigh and twice on her left thigh, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red, and of significant size.
You know, aside from the obvious, and it's no secret how I feel about wife beaters, but what's really pissing me off about this dude is he's sitting there standing in front of the judge and he's looking down at the ground trying to act as though he's ashamed of his behavior when it's nothing but a ploy to try to gain sympathy from the judge. It's truly freaking pathetic.
He hasn't harassed, Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. You scare me something good. Since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Judge, there has been a note filed.
Is there no contact in the felony case whatsoever?
I'm checking the bond conditions. It's no threatening or harassing at this time. Would ask if that be a no contact at this court, Judge.
The fact that he even has to be given an order that says, don't attack, don't harass your already abused victim. The fact that this has to be put into paper is disgusting.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Mr. Fritter. I want to protect you as much as I can. No one has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason. And I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word. Mr. Fritter, look at me. you so much. Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer, they're liable to get a beating? Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're going to live it with me now, because one false move, I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust.
And I believe that I am speaking for everyone when I say I freaking love this judge.
But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of fear. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system.
And like dumbwaiter, Your Honor, I have this sneaking suspicion that that piss test is going to glow in the dark.
I will grow horn and tails because I will be so upset.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to keep Mr. Fretter so close to me that it's just ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies her as a protected individual. You're not to have any kind of communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing?
Well, I don't think so, Your Honor, but then again, he probably will, because it's determined that all women abusers are cowardly little bitches. Carry on, Judge.
It most certainly is. And it's enough for me to put you in jail and make your bond $150,000, maybe 50, maybe 20. But I will do, Mr. Fretter, I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county. And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying because you go to jail and don't have anyone to bond you out. We have these protective orders. They're basically like cooling off motions so that, you can separate, enough time will pass. People can kind of cool down, so they're not under the stress of the excitement and then unleash on you. The last thing I want is for you to suffer any kind of harm whatsoever, and that's all I want. All I'm asking is how things should be normal. Like, I'm not asking him for him to do Pythagoras theorem here. I don't know. What I'd like is if you please just talk to our DAs here. But I'd like you to have their phone number at the minimum so that should anything ever whatsoever, all you have to do is let us know. And then I'm here for you. And I want to make sure that you're okay. I've given him a lawyer. He knows what's expected of him. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I'm going to test him 2 times a week.
Oh, he can't do dope and beat on his wife. And doesn't it just suck for him? Carry on, Your Honor. Great job.
I'm setting him now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then we'll go from there.
Judge, he will come back positive, but that's prior use from.
What were you going to test positive for, Mr. Fretter?
Marijuana.
And I don't think weed makes you beat up on your wife.
Okay.
And ketamine, and probably some other stuff that could have been in the ketamine. But straight up, that's probably it.
Mr. Fretter, I'm going to test you. These are your bond conditions that are going to apply to you now. And if you fail to live up to these bond conditions, I'm just going to let you know. That's it. You will appear to me here 2 times a week to take drug test. And if I find anything is in your system, and I don't care what it is, I'm going to lock you up. You're ordered not to use any kind of dope or alcohol. And if you can't get this monkey off your back, because I am now giving you the opportunity to do it on your own. If you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to do it for you. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol. And when I mean no alcohol, I mean no alcohol from any source. No isopropyl alcohol, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, tequila lollipops, hair dye. I've heard it all, and I don't care. You come to me test positive, you'll stay with me. I also want you 3 times a week to do anger management classes so that we can deal with the anger issues.
I say just have a grown man smack him up and down the damn courtroom, and I guarantee you he won't put his hands on another woman again.
Look at me. 3 times a week. Want a piece of paper showing me that you've done it, the date, time, location of where you've done it, so that I can verify that you've done it. And if you don't do it, you will stay with me. You now have the opportunity to address these things on your own. If you don't, you will be doing it with me. And if I get one, and I mean one breath that she's been mistreated in any way, shape, or fashion, holy freaking moly.
Now, we will see if he has the ability to act right. And as I said a couple of times in this video, Judge, fantastic, fantastic work. You should take pride in the work that you do, Your Honor. Anyway, guys, it's Wrangler. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Have a good one.